Alright, hello boys and girls. I hope we're doing quite swell today. Zeta Fly here's the 2010. Back at it again in a little bit of a different look here, because I think you guys saw a little bit of last week playing now with the new team, the Celtic Tigers. Got my Celtics hat on just for the occasion. Uh, Here we go. Gotta try to turn this team around. Took on a team that has good players, good things, but a very tough schedule. As you can see, this guy has an absolute stud at corner. Yikes. I don't know how everyone's so filthy in this league. I think it might be a bit of a bumped up bumped up kind of progression line here, but we'll see how this goes. Let's have some fun with it. I'm having some fun in this league, having a little trouble. In 2 games I played, the defending champion, defending champion, and the guy who's also won some championships.
The National Football League is on the air.
Got a team that was on one, lost 2 against top 2 opponents by a touchdown each. So I find myself 0-3, impressed some people by how well I played those 2 guys. But I made too many mistakes trying to get back into the swing of things of Madden. Spreading myself thin a little bit between Madden 2K and Fortnite, so hopefully I can figure it out and pick this thing back up. And of course I play the team that I was always in the other league, so hopefully we can figure this out quite quickly. Sure, I wish my opponent good luck. We're good to go.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Detroit! Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Also running a very different system in this league than I normally do. We'll kind of see how this pans out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
More of an air raid system.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Have a lot of good wide receivers, a great running back, but Baker Mayfield also plays in that Oklahoma system, so I figured I'd try to, have some fun with it and adapt it a little bit. Let's see how it could fit. Like a 5-man box with a 5-man front. That's a win in most categories here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
It's a pass unless they match him up.
Yesterday when we were watching film, you said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch him now, Barney! Gun!
Mayfield on first down. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup
If I
there,
kept
26 yards.
I kept that one guy running straight and rather than bending into the corner, I'd have been okay.
First and 10 at the 16.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield now on second down. On the right side, this is Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Set. 319. 319. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
First down.
And he
Had the
gets
numbers.
the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal.
Shake down, baby. Yeah.
I don't like the play call. I don't like what I did.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll try and run
Didn't
for
touch
it
the
on
nose.
first and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted
Didn't
in
even
the
touch the
backfield.
nose.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack,
It's like the
especially
one
against
thing
the
you can't
big-bodied
do.
guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal.
Watch 85. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
From the gun, Mayfield. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down.
He,
just
like,
inside
weirdly
the
hopped in.
5-yard line.
Up and
Third
in.
and goal they decided to throw for, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and
Exactly
break
the kind
out
of
some
play
of the old
drive I
chestnuts
want.
here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Fine, Garrett.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The former Maryland Terp, Jermaine Carter Jr., had the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
What's he going to bring here?
Let's go. Zoom.
Rodgers to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
As a one-on-one, I don't know why I went for that power tackle.
A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Also, I'm playing cover 2.
First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
First down carry for Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Anytime you eclipse 100 yards rushing, you deserve the acclaim that comes with it, and he got it. AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week.
And wasn't up around 200, wasn't in a crazy game, but very good, solidly in that driver's seat to win that award, and he did. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Open man is Switzer complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
You mean Switzer looking like a
nice
badass,
gain
man.
of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run, and was still accurate throwing the football.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down.
That's a pick. That's a pick. That's a pick.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Second down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it out to the 33-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
I'm
Came up
looking
a
at
little
everything
short
here.
on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got Miller. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Got to cover 2 guys there. You're playing a zone, you got to cover the guy on the swing, and you also got to cover the guy coming across. So better hope that man doesn't get through his zone quick.
Now let's go. Green 30.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Ah,
And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
they play cover 2 here, this is going to be wide open.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10.
There was a
To the
lead.
right side, complete to Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. And getting our first update now from Nashville. The Raiders are out to an early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. That's caught right side by Anderson.
One block.
The stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the
on that
primary
one.
target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
It's the only play that doesn't really work
The
well
offense on
in
3rd down. They've
player
been good.
leagues because
3 for
everyone
4
uses
thus
the
far.
middle
This will be 3rd and
as their
6.
user guy.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Mayfield with it once more. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in his first half.
Thanks,
It's a
Tebow.
1st down.
You're going to stick around and watch, my man?
Play in a tightly contested first half. Back to more NFL action on EA Sports after this.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. 49, guys. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield.
No.
Oh,
I wanted
nearly
X.
picked.
He was
Yeah,
open.
maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Darn it, he came open. He
One
came
thing that I've
open,
liked
that man.
defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now Mayfield. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Let's keep it.
And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And now
Sounds
the
good,
Bills
dude.
are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. The Bills getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he'll take him down at the
Hey,
41-yard
Winstud.
line. Give him a
Thanks,
couple
brother. I
on the
appreciate
scramble.
you.
It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Zoom, zoom. Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's get after him a little bit.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs.
Vacate, vacate, vacate.
Zoom, zoom.
Base line.
Hey, check 26.
Pass set.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
He attacked
He's
it.
got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to
That's
first.
completely fine. He has to get about, on my side of the 48, he has about 7 seconds to get the ball to about 10 yards here. He needs to foul the first down.
Rodgers now on first down. Steps away to his left. Open man left side.
End of the time. It's fine with me.
And
Perfect.
wind up getting this one all the way
He had to throw it
down
quick if he was going to get it.
inside the 20. So if you like field goals,
So I literally
this
just
is your
said,
game.
I'll play back and I'll let him
field goals
dink
at
and
the
dunk me
break.
to death.
As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman
Perfect.
at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Good job, good job.
Is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Tackle.
Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
If I'm him, I'm going to take a shot, is what I was going to say.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He
That's
got
pretty close to
29
being shot
yards
there,
that time.
It's not bad.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's a give to Smith. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. There's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll run it again with Smith.
Yep.
And that play goes
I was running right at Myles Garrett, dude. That's not going to be a good idea.
Right at midfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Over here. Zoom.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left.
Dropped out. Let's go.
Incomplete.
Strip.
Contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a stop I needed right there.
We saw this a lot in the first half.
I got to take care of the football. Gonna move the ball, take care of it.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
9, 11.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here.
The 2x2
we
set,
talk a lot about pregame speeches.
when he
what
uses the
speeches like?
For the
middle,
most part, not nearly as emotional.
it gives me a little bit of a rough look. I want to see if I can exploit it, though. It's a 5-man front. He's going to close it, and he has the middle. As long as Miller gets that block on the edge, I'm sprung.
Let's take control right away. Defense. We've got the lead. Defense. Don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to
he
the
over
offense
pursues.
and let them go down and score and give us more of
So
a
the
cushion
hole
in
is
the game.
there when I run that,
Check
as
so
long as my guy
far.
pulls up and
Defense
through,
shut him
and I
down.
match
Let's see if
him.
the offense
If I
gets
call that man that he is, he's going to over pursue it. I'll be able to run underneath it.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Buying time to his left. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Oh, I had him.
Take him down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage.
I got to remember that play.
The football led to a sack.
I got to remember that because he brought a man down, he sent the blitz. I had my fastest player on a linebacker, and he blew by him. I just needed like a half a second to get the ball out.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. Going deep here for Landry. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down, and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play.
That's such a good running box, too.
Pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
It's like the perfect running box.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Mayfield. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal, and that is incomplete.
Well, this at least
3
is
more,
the
I guess.
right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah,
My whole issue, man, I can't score on in red zone. I can't convert it to 6. I gotta get 3.
He's been solid, hasn't he?
I gotta get
and he
touchdowns,
lives
man.
up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? In case, it's been 3s.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very nice pickup of 33
Unfortunately,
yards.
he went for the ball instead of playing the man.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly executed.
I know,
crossing route.
Tebow, it's bothering me too, man. I'm trying to get 6, and I just keep
all the way across the
can't get a red zone score to save my life.
26.
Rodgers now on 1st down.
He caught that? The ball got tipped, no?
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I thought I tipped that ball. I thought I was all over that.
The field. They've got another 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff to Smith, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
I think I flipped it just in time.
Loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers.
You threw that to Switzer. I'm picking that ball.
Couldn't connect. Ryan Switzer, the one he was
we didn't play the whole time. We stopped like an hour and a half early. We had 4 points, I think, last night.
It helps have the big gun.
4 points. I think we had 2 and 2, 2 from eliminations, 2 from placing.
An incomplete pass.
One of those nights we kept coming in.
Leads to a 2nd and 10.
Like we needed a 5th place finish. We came in 6th. Those kind of games.
To throw again. Rodgers. His throw caught at about the 5. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Bills passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down. Welcome back now to the Emerald Isle. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
Let's go!
It's gonna be intercepted.
Lurk, baby!
Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Gotta find something better to do than to throw it at Gronk that whole time, bruh. Let's go.
That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. No. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
All right, here we go.
He loves rolling him down, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to
brought a man down, made a 7 in the box. He loves that front.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I got an audible out of that though. I can't just run the football because it's running situation.
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
To throw, Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what?
It's all been on
He's
the
still
left
been able to make
too.
some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st
it's a good night,
and 2nd
though, dude.
down.
All
Went
right,
backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Now we got 9.
39, green, 39. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they'll send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick.
Cover.
Taking it about the 36. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. And now out come the Bills. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points.
Nice job.
You're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Going 3 tight ends here.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, nearly picked.
Damn.
And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, 626.
Working from the gun. Rodgers. Just to his right.
Let's go.
And this is going to be incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
In the end zone now. That hit in the end zone.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this.
How to get out? How to get out of the end zone?
30. Give him 30 yards there.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
319.
They go play action here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He likes controlling him.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
One man to beat. One man.
The line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now,
this is the best formation for me because it has Anderson against a linebacker, and he plays a different front.
Side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just
gives me a lot of benefit.
Get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now he'll escape to his left.
Oh, catch the ball!
Fires one, but incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these
I baited them so perfectly.
Coverage throughout this one.
Catch the ball.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game.
It's exactly how it has to be done, man. Catch the ball. That's a clip.
Who's going to make the big play?
Got here. Yep. Money. Money. Gotta play the nickel.
First down, Rodgers. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Larry
Ogunjobi.
Busting through it again for a loss of 6.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you
This is like a weird situation because I want to come after him, but I don't at the same time.
It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense.
I'm like playing like nothing over my top.
To be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 4 right about there, and that's about it. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Let's go.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
Was that cover 3 lock?
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
58. Zone.
Now Rodgers operating from the gun.
Let's go!
Hang on to
Knock the ball out.
contact.
Took my stick off at the same time.
Great sequence by this defense so far.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Let's go!
He throws as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And my goodness, that means this next drive will begin 4 yards from the end zone already.
God damn, I needed that.
So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19.
What are my numbers right now?
Over.
Now we give running left. It's Bettis. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
My lag is cutting in and out, really?
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
It's actually been pretty good for me on the sticks at least. At least throughout the game it has been.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle.
He was still up.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Bills
Oh,
will
he
take
was still
another
up.
timeout as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
I want to switch it though. I want to go back to the right.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the
He's no
defense calling
Bortles.
the timeout here, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3.
4 trips to the red zone.
Something extraordinary here in
4
the
field
closing
goals.
stages. That field goal should
Not
just
exactly
about
how they
put this
drop a
line.
win.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done.
I'll tell you what, the defenses will be happy.
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing for his running back, and he's
Keep him
got it
bounce.
complete.
Perfect.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a second down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Rodgers to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw is Rodgers.
That nonsense out of here.
Pass falls incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play.
I really don't use cover 3 lock this much, but it's just like the perfect defense against what he wants to do.
Now Rodgers gotta have this one. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
Gotta bounce if you're smart.
Out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones.
Tick, tick, tick,
This
tick,
one
tick, tick,
goes
tick.
nowhere. Loses yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind.
Miles Garrett.
Rodgers is gonna
That's
go
why I did it.
down. He's sacked. Miles Garrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
Start playing the bagpipes, baby.
All she wrote for this one.
Let's go. It's bagpipe time.
They go down to a knee and a
And it's the first Dublin Celtic Tiger win of the season.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Dubliners,
Someone tagged me. Who tagged me?
It took a few weeks, but they're into the win column now at 1-3. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road.
I just saw what
in
you wrote,
Nashville.
Winston. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Lego. I'll take the first one. 72.7%. Wait a minute. No turnovers, right? No turnovers. Ah, feels so nice when I have 0 turnovers, dude. Feels so nice. I still ran the ball 11 times. I like it. That's like complete opposite of what I normally do. I usually don't throw the ball that much, and I just pound the ground all game long. That's what I've always built my team around. But when I had a team that was given to me like this, that has so many weapons in the air, and it has Baker at the helm, if you run the football, you're kind of dumb. Like if you solely base your team around running the football with that, it's just not going to work out in your favor. So I had to do just that and just kind of turn my game on its head and just air it out. And that's where my growing pains were in those first 2 games. I had 3 interceptions both games, I think, maybe 3 and 4. No, I think it was, I don't know, but it was 3 plus. And I don't win games. No one really wins games when they turn the ball over, but I definitely don't. Because if I can punt and just shift field position, I can play defense like I did today. 12-3 win. I mean, it's kind of crazy. You know, so if I can do that, I'm solid. I'm good with that. So, alrighty. 7 o'clock. I will possibly be streaming tonight. I like how this was a lot smoother still. I like that. I'm very happy with it. The stream at 8 o'clock will probably be on still. I don't know. Have dinner in a little bit. Might watch some TV. Might be a little late on this. I don't know. For sure tomorrow it'll be 8 o'clock. I'm glad that this kind of figured itself out a little bit. I know in Fortnite it's been a little bit shaky, so I'm trying to figure that out a little bit too as well. Still haven't got the capture card. I'm still working off my my homemade setup of me being so super smart. So we'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for tuning in. Good turnout tonight. Thank you for another follower. One step closer to 110, the follower goal. I appreciate that. Also, if you have Amazon Prime, please use that free Amazon Prime subscription towards me. Help me pay for dog food. This dog won't feed herself. She is a husky, so she goes on hunger strikes, but I need food regardless. But thank you guys. Say to Fly, thanks. Says thank you. Thank you to Trendy Gamer for the sponsorship. I appreciate you guys. And have a good night. Later.